I'm on. No. Oh, said in college. Maybe they could said in college. Something.
The female was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting with violence and trespassing. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Where's your emergency?
I killed somebody.
Who did you kill?
I was watching Donald Trump's press conference from what was it yesterday, and something really stood out to me. Let me play some bits of it and tell me what you think.
And we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location. And we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough.
Okay, let's set aside the fact that, of course, he's trying to intimidate Chicago. Of course, he wants to normalize having a military presence all over the country. And for some reason, a lot of Americans are not as going to fail. They're not in control of 750,000, a million, 2 million with 1,500 members of the National Guard. Like, that's not actually the thing that's important. I don't know if you picked up on it.
Let's see. If anybody got any political questions, I will answer them. Okay. Will the computer repair people be able to fix racism? Will they be able to fix it? Oh, yep. They're gonna be able to fix it like no, and bring it back to its splendor. Around its splendor, because it's old. It's the death card. Something ended, and then a new beginning. And we have the nine of pentacles, which is making something more beautiful, or reaping the rewards of getting your computer back together. So I say yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, we're going to become a raid on John Bolton's office. What's going to become of the raid on John Bolton's office? Oops. Anybody else got any questions? I should answer them politically. They're going to be revealing something that was not fairly open. So somebody is going to be revealing something about the files that are there. This information is kind of this to me is like up and down. Maybe they'll reveal some things, and then some things are of no nature. Like it really doesn't matter because it was all just to get your mind off of the Epstein files, or to get your mind off of whatever quantifiable stupid thing this man is doing. They may also go back to a period in time and give you a timeline of what exactly John Bolton was doing, which was nothing other than the oh, come on man. Which is nothing other than whatever Trump was telling him to do. Because again, this is just a distraction, and that is all that it is. It's also threatening. Okay, they want to threaten certain people. They want to indirectly threaten them. So they want to say, hold on, let me try to get this off again. All right. So they want to threaten other people that they want to produce retribution on. There are some people who are talking and they want to go silent and quiet them, and they say, well, hey, we've done this to John Bolton. Yeah, everything I'm saying is allegedly. We've done this to John Bolton, and we can do this to you. So let's look a bit in detail about this whole John Bolton situation. Okay. It is definitely much to do about nothing. Absolutely nothing. He will have no more documents than Trump had in the bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. So there's nothing more salacious than anybody else who has taken home uh, by, you know, accident or documents that are kind of in the middle of maybe they're top secret, maybe not, some low level information, no more than that. Okay, so there'll be nothing mind blowing that he took home, or something like that. But they'll try to make every piece of information seem like it is coming from, the deepest recesses of the secret government when he was in government, when they were in government. So if John Bolton is the deep state, then so are they. So I'll be confused about that deep stuff. So let's go ahead and let's see what is going to be of this John Bolton, or what exactly we can get from this John Bolton situation. This is all old things. They're just going to try to make him look like he's the devil. All right. The Trump administration is going to make John Bolton try to look like he's the devil, like he was very much in control and scheming to get those papers or get some type of documents and keep them five of coins out in the to keep them secret. I hear somebody knocking. Okay. That must be name. I don't know. To keep them secret or out in the oh no, I hear somebody. Who is that? That must be name. No, I don't know who that is. That's Honey. Is it Honey? Okay. What did you just say about our greatest leader, Trump? You have to run it back when it goes back, because I don't really have time to say whatever. You'll catch it up. All righty. Huh? Yeah, they're great. They're going to try to connect him with something in the past about some type of finances or some type of money that he got while he was in the White House. They're going to try to show some type of corruption, but it's no more corruption than the orange peel has been corrupted all of his life. All right. Huh? Is who going? Huh? I thought she was with Tawana. Huh? I thought they went to the mall get her? Over here? Hold on. She came back over here. Oh, she ready. She ready for what? You going to mom? I thought you was already at the mom. Oh, she said she's going to the dollar store. All right, she going to the dollar store. She getting up. I didn't know she ever come back. uh, okay, thank you, that kids. Uh, let's see. Four of coins. Some opportunity. They're going to try to link him as getting money. I'm not sure exactly what his position was, but I think it was national security. I'm not sure, but I have to look on his phone. Whatever his position is, they will like to link that he is doing like what do they call it? Quid pro quo. Yeah, okay, that's what it's called. So they feel like he doing some type of quid pro quo for some type of finances and opportunities and money. I do this, you do that. They're trying to show him being corrupt, and most of it, not all the politicians have some form of corruption inside of them, and they're going to try to act like it's just so horrible, but in the end it is something that he was told to do because of his loyal orange master. Okay, being loyal to the law, to the orange master. But see, the orange master never gets in trouble, but you can get in trouble, and he was just following the orange master's lead, and they're gonna make it seem like it's so god awful. They're going to try to muddy up his entire career, and I really don't like him at all. But that is what they're trying to do here, is to muddy up his career, his work. They're going to try to say he was doing things that were sloppy. He was mismanaging whatever his position is, but I think it's national security, but I'm not that sure. All right. And they were saying like he was having plans and communicating. They want to say he was communicating with some outside source, outside government, okay, and having some type of financial dealings or ties with that entity. So they're going to try to muddy up his name. Like I told you, I don't like him that much, no way. But they shouldn't be doing this to the man if he was following them lock and step like he was. Let's see. They're gonna try to say that he was trying to overstep and overstep the law, overstep the bounds of the law, like he was on top of the law. He was higher than the law. You know how Trump, gets away with everything he wants to allegedly. And they are saying that he didn't follow some type of rules or law, and they would like to um, charge him with some crime. Okay, they want to charge him with a crime. Uh, well, charging someone with a crime is very much more different than actually, you being guilty of it. There are some things in which John Bolton will have to fight. Okay, he will have to fight in the court, and he will also have to fight in the court of public opinion. I mean, whoever has a high standing public opinion of him, and I do not, but some do. All right, let's see. He will be stabbed in the back for everything that he has done. All things he have done in the name of the mighty Savior, Orange Goddess. Yes. Okay. So that's what we got here. All they doing is snitching on not the top person. The top person directed you to do something. Then they snitch on you, and then of course they are above the law, so they scurry off into the corner, and then you are sit there to pay the price, or also, pay out money for lawyers and things like that. Ooh. Oh yeah, all her friends went away. Yep, sure is. They're gonna leave him to sacrifice him. Okay, we got the 10 of sword. Oh Lord, we got the 10 of knives, and we got the Gula Jack with sacrifice. Okay, he is going to be a sacrifice for them. Anything that they told him to do, or anything that looks unperturbed, he will be blamed for it, and it will go down. Yeah, I'm not really. He's not a good person. No, but anyhow, that's what they'll be doing with the John. Let's see. What is this movement here? Huh? Oh, you're not. This case is going to be just like washing out to nothing, like coming in and that. Oh, we got this. We got this. We want to charge with that. We want to do this. But in the end, it's much to do about nothing. That's what it is. Much to do, not about shit. No movement. It's don't got a movement because it does not have this tree and a foundation. The shakiest foundation is what they're coming on and coming off. There are so many documents allegedly that have been destroyed that don't show all things that John Bolton was doing on behalf of the orange manacle. Okay, and I said orange because I'm from the south. I'm sorry. That's that southern drawl. He's not gonna have the he like they say, he's not gonna have the receipts to turn it around on them. He don't have them type of receipts. Yeah, he shit out of luck. He shit without tissue. Okay, let's see. What's this movement? They're gonna be going in circles. Okay, that's what it is. We got this chariot and going in circles. Okay, they're just gonna be going in circles, and it's nothing much to do about anything. And then eventually it'll just drop off the planet because it was all to stop you from looking for the Epstein files. Okay. Yes, they call it dry snitching. Let's see. Let's wait a minute. Wait. Why do you always wait till I get on here? And then you got everything to do, everything to say. As soon as somebody click on a button that say live, then you got everything you want to say. All right. Let's see. Think of another question. Huh. All right. Also, here in Texas, they are gerrymandering. cutting out people's districts, all so that they can have 5 extra seats. All right. So the counterbalance to that is Governor Newsom, who is redistricting California. So he can cut them out of their seats and then regain some seats or more. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen with Governor Newsom's plan. Let's see if he will be able to overthrow those losses in Texas. And they're also going to do this in other states. So hold on to your undie They will be bringing redistricting all around the place, just like they're the bringing the National Guard to places under the pretense of crime. They cared nothing about the crime the first time, and did nothing about any of it until now, when he can, you know, put his dictatorship on things. So let's see what kind of luck Governor Newsom is going to have with these redistricting. Will he gain some seats? Will he not? Will he make up for the seats that could be lost in Texas? I really don't think that all of those, well, not think, Spirit is telling me that all of those seats are not guaranteed. I do not feel like those seats are guaranteed just because you take districts and try to rejigger them with social, economical, or race, but it's mostly race based. But it could be social, economic. Also, they redistricting and rejigging it. I don't think that that is a guaranteed wallop in Texas that you're going to win every seat just because you split those people up into these groups that you perceive is something that is better for you to win and to keep the House seats, because it's important to keep the House seats, because if they don't keep the House seats, the Republicans, then Trump will be gone. Okay, and that is it. That's like they say, Katie boiled the dough. That's Katie boiled the dough. The Democrats get in the House, Katie boiled the dough, he will be impeached. All righty. Let's see what Governor Newsom working with here. This is not an all-time guarantee for Governor Newsom as well. Like, I feel like he will have to do some politicking. I guess he's a politician, so he will be doing some politicking. He gonna have to grease some hands and grease some scalps and whatever else he can grease to get this thing here going. Just because you Democrats don't mean all of y'all want to agree on one thing or this thing or two things. Because with us human beings, we got different shades of everything we be into and up to. He is definitely taking this train on the motion. Governor Newsom is saying, let's get this shit going. That's what Governor Newsom saying, just the train all aboard. But I feel like this is going to be a train of a multitude of different type of Democrats. Different type of Democrats, you'll have to tell them this, and you got some more Democrats over here. So you really gonna have to be making deals. And I think Governor Newsom is very good at this networking, and also he psychologically he knows what people want, so he tends to give them that side of whatever it is that they want, and then he'll go to a different person and perceive himself as something else, and then I'm gonna give you what you want, and then he'll go to the general public, and that's a whole nother dimension of Governor Newsom, where he is just like sitting there and studying the population as a whole, the population of California, studying different areas, what different areas want and what they need. So I think he has put a lot of energy and time into this. And I feel that Governor Newsom this is not just something Governor Newsom woke up one day and then Texas rejiggering and doing all that. I ain't gonna say what we call it. I ain't gonna say that because I can't say that on YouTube. What we call it, but we'll say gerrymandering. We'll say the proper termination. Because I got something else I want to say, but I won't. He did not just say that when Texas started to mess with the maps. And of course, Texas has always wanted to mess with the map. And they always wanted to do this in an extreme way, but they never had the opportunity. But then they got the orange mongrel in, and then now they can do this allegedly. But Governor Newsom is full speed ahead. Okay, he really has his people on his side though. Like I say, it's not going to be 100% easy, and he can roll through it. He's going to have to make some promises here. All right, let's see. Yeah, you're going to have to make this thing work. You're going to have control. We got the and we also got the Black Herman, which is the magician, along with the father of coin. So this is financially motivated. You got to make sure these people in these districts are financially motivated to go out and vote, go out and do what it is you need to do. And he's probably going to tie even the public perception with finances. Okay, what about what about this money? If you don't do this, what's going to happen to such and such and this money? He may be appealing to the businesses and local billionaires or people with finances in the state of California, appealing to them, and hopefully they will appeal to the public, because Governor Newsom is going to be fighting two fronts: the public perception as well as the people perspective. And for the people's perspective, I think he also wants to get some of those businesses, some of those people he's known, some of those people he has networked with on board, so that they can get the general public, because they have to vote on it as well. So it's not just turn that down. Let's see. We got the daughter of Sticks, and we got Miss Ida here in secret and in the dark. There are going to be a lot of communications with certain people he'll have to communicate with. I also believe that there are some Republicans, allegedly, that he will have to communicate with. He will have to talk. Also, they would probably never admit it, and it's all allegedly, but there are Republicans as well, and they will be like, okay, well, you can do this and this and that, but then I'll try to back off and not say anything, and you could go ahead with this district and this district, because could you please not touch this district? Could you please not do this? Because they know that Governor Newsom has the power and the opportunity to rejigger it all. I mean, I'm talking about any county he wants. Okay, he can do it if he perceives, to give whoever is in that county something that they want: a building, some subsidies, a piece of property where you can put something at, or blah 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 blah. All the favors that you can do, he can just rejigger it way up and tear it all up. So there is nobody that is a Republican in the state of California. He is capable of that. Okay. People think he is not. He is a very powerful person because of his personality. His personality is just that card, like a magician. And he can talk you into anything. He can talk you into buying water and you drowning in a flood. It's just, that's what he does. That's his superpower. All right, this here is the garden. You got the general public reaping the rewards, placing foundations down, things that you are placing foundations and watching them bloom and come to life. So that's what he's doing. He's going back to the people who networked, whoever the people was that he started with, and he asking them to reevaluate things and to look at things in a different light. We've come so far to do this and that. I'm going to need you to do this. Okay. So this is wheeling and dealing. All right. And this is also high stakes finances as well. He has got to maintain that balance of finances. All right. Let's see. 8 of coins. He's going to have to talk these people into being the devil. Well, not the devil, but resisting doing things how they used to do it by the book. This is the 8 of coins here. So we got the Eight of Coins. So he's got to teach them how to do things differently, to step outside the Democratic stale box, because they are in it sometimes, where they can't do anything and they act like they holding on to um, the realms of the church when it's not even that type of kind of party, but they just like want to stay within the confines of the rules and how they usually do stuff. He's gonna have to heavily convince them that this is not the time to be restricted. This is not the time to write everything down, cross all the T's and the I's like that. This time to be a rebel, to provoke, okay, to be a provocateur. Newsom is about, and what Newsom is trying to teach the Democratic Party is to become a provocateur, and they not used to that because they just want to be stale and do it. Oh, do it like my daddy did it. Do it like my granddaddy did it, and his granddaddy and the first granddaddy. Sometimes it's time to break the mold, and that's what I think Gavin is coming through. He's definitely going to preach to them if they do not do this. This is the Nine of Coins, and this is the Five of Coins. They're going to miss out. You're going to be in a super minority if you let them jury rig Texas, then go on to jury rig all the places that they wanted. Jury rig. I hope I don't say nothing. I keep trying to say that word. I'm sorry. That's what they want to do, and it's going to leave some of these people in poverty. Okay, he's going to let them know you're going to be losing out on some finances and some money. So he connecting a lot, and he connecting your money is one of them. He may be talking about taxes. He may be talking about a whole lot of different financial aspects that if you let this man do this and run roughshod over the whole entire Democratic Party and you do not become a provocateur, then you're going to miss out. Okay, let's see what this Three of Knives. Three of Knives is heartache, heartbreaking. All right, let's see. He also feels like you should Gavin Newsom feels like you should put this in the past, letting the orange mongrel run everything over and cause grief and sadness and heartache, because he's doing that in the state of California at this moment. That we should put that to bed. It's dead. You see that right there, that dog over there on the grave, and somebody pissing on the dog's. The dog is pissing on somebody's grave. It's time. Gavin Newsom thinks it's time before Trump to stop pissing on our head and pissing on our graves. He gonna put us in our graves, and then we're gonna be pissing in them graves. I don't know, but Gavin Newsom don't want us to continue on in the same heartbreak and woe is me and I can't do nothing and singing slow slave songs and all that kind of stuff. He like his time out for that, and I agree with him. Let's see. He say it's time to mother of sticks. It's time to speak up. Gavin Newsom said it's time for the Democratic Party to wake up, speak up, get up, and get motivated. Because you see that, I know you probably can't see it because my camera ain't that good. But right up against that tree is a man with 3 stab wounds to his body. All right. This is the assault that has been going on. The assault of the rule of law, the assault of corruption. I mean, deep corruption. We've always had corruption. It is always here and will always be. But this is a deep level of just done in our face, just slapping you with a dirty diaper, wham, and then telling you, oh, I didn't do that, and walking away. So we tired of walking away. We talk up. He wants us to use the grief and make it anger, and then make it constructive anger. Okay, that's what Gavin Newsom is going to be trying to reiterate to the business leaders, to representatives in his own party, and also to the general public. He's tired of us. He's saying we've got to do this. There is no more crossing your arms and looking up in the air and hating. You can hate all day, but now Gavin Newsom is like, it's action. It needs to be action for all blue states. If you're a blue state, you need to get ready to start rejiggering and figuring this thing out, because they're gonna figure something out. And once they figure something out, you're gonna be up shit creek. All right. So these things that Gavin Newsom is offering, I think this is the Democratic Party, his own party. And this is the basket he's offering for them. And he's telling them, look, this basket is not perfect. You know, there may be some heartbreaking things inside of this basket, but we're going to have to put all that stuff in the basket if we want to survive as a party, if we want to survive just as being a general American and not letting the mongrel run roughshod over everything. All right. We got the 8 of baskets. Somebody and some people are walking away, or they walking towards something else and doing something in general. We have to be the ones that do the sacrificing. We're going to have to sacrifice the way that we used to do it, and we're going to have to do it different. All right. We're going to have to look at it from a different perspective as well, because this is the hangman card. You got to look them in the eye and you got to get right to the point. That's what he's saying. You got to be more direct. We've got to be more direct. We've got to be more producing a solid line. Mother of knives, they're going to sacrifice us with these laws if you do not do anything. All right. We've got to put a stop to it. We got to put that sword in that book of law, in that book of order. We've got to do it. All right. We've got to look at this from a different perspective. Also, he's telling them to look at a different perspective in the way that they operate. They have maybe bylaws and procedures and thinking that sometimes it's time to do away with those procedures and those laws, to look at them in a different way and do them differently, even if only for temporary. Huh? That's what I'm saying. These laws are now outdated because we've had the orange mongrel to come in and he has changed it all for the worse. So now you're gonna have to counterbalance and counteract. You just can't stand there. That's just like if you're boxing or you're fighting or something like that. You just can't stand there in one spot and do that. You know, you got to counter off after he do this, he do that. You see, you watch him and he seems to be doing this and doing that. He got a habit, he got a tale about what he about to do, and then you strike and you come in. So it's a different way to do it. Um, let's see. Father sticks like it's time to be to speak and to be bold and to be upfront and to be a leader. We have been the tail for quite a long time, the Democratic Party. Even when we've been in power, we've also been the tail. Nobody has took it by the rams and say, hey, I got the power. Now I'm going to get to do what it is that I want to do. No one has ever said that. They just toe the line and go. And then when the Republicans get in there, they do all kind of anything that they wanted to do. Anything they had the audacity to do, they do it. And, you know, for better or worse, that's what they do. They are more action oriented. Even when things that they want to do are terrible and horrible, they go through it and do it, and they all with each other on every horrible idea they have. So let's see, what's the walking away? 8 of baskets. 8 of cups. He feels like they're gonna have to walk away from justice. They have been so suited in thinking things are gonna work out and justice will be served. It's not, okay? It's not. This is the 10 of coins. It's time about money. It's time getting together and making money plans. That's what he's saying. And it is time to set our own justice, okay? It is time to take the scale and tip the scale how we want to tip the scale. All right. They like I say, the Republicans have so long. If they had any terrible idea, they would put it into action. They would tip the scale. They would put iron pellets on it, copper pellets on it, all so it'll tense over here and get over there. You know, that's what they justice about. So now it's time for the justice to do its due. And I think he not only will be he's not only reaching out to people in California, he is reaching out to people in other states which are friendly to him. all Democratic states and asking them, can you do this or can you do that? Okay. Some of those states will comply. Some of those states are not in a political environment to ask their people to maybe do redistricting in between voting. Some folks are not, but the majority of the folks are and can get this done. Okay, and they can get this done by, again, finances. It's something about finances that's here. It's not inherently sure, but it is finances and money and business that exchange hands if you're gonna be doing this. So somebody say, hey, I'm in a blue state, but we need this right now. Okay, I haven't been able to get this through. Some of the Democratic states are saying that. And if I redistrict, do you think you can get this in for me? Do you think you can do this? You can do that. And he gonna say, yeah, because believe it or not, the state of California has a very big pool, even though it is not, it is not over everything. But again, Texas, not Texas, I'm sorry, California helps lots of states, such as Texas, okay, and all of the red states. They always say that, more the people getting the stamps and the the welfare the Section 8, all that little stuff like that. And in all actuality, the red states are eating all of these things up, and they are paid through the states that have more money, and that's just fact. All right. What else is going on? What else can we see going on politically? Or do we want to let's see about Trump's health, since his health is part of politics, being that he is head mongrel orange thing in charge, Daddy Trump, like they call him. But let's go. All right, what's going on with the health of Trump the rump the stump? Yeah, them. He's having blocks in his. Again, I'm not a doctor, and I do not get medical advice. This is only for entertainment purposes only. I know nothing about anyone's health. So, but we'll do some reading on Trump's health because he is a public figure. All right. Well, first and foremost, when you pull up his health, we have the big house, in which in this is the tower card. Okay, but on this particular card, they have a magnifying glass so you can see what's going on in the house, because it's not fairly visible what terrible activity is going on in the body. We need a magnifying glass because it's some things you can see that people are going through when they are in ill health. You can see it, and I can see things in people's health, but most of the time, not in my family. I can't really see it. I can see it on other people fairly, very, very well, and I can kind of pick out all the things that's going on with the person. Sometimes with people in my family, I can see it. Yeah, like my daughter, she gets sick. Sometime before she gets sick, I can look at her and she'll be turning another color. And soon after she turns that color, then she goes to having an issue. Okay, but that's not all the time. So it don't really help me all the time when it's people in my family. I can't really see them. Sometimes I can. It just depends on what it is. Okay, and I can just kind of look at them. I'm like, okay, this, that, and the other and the third. Um, but with people outside my family, I'm very good with health situations. I've been sit down, turn that off and cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no phones. I don't see no phones. You better cut it out. Turn that down. talking to him. I know you see me talking to him. Yeah, so what we got here is there is something intrinsically wrong because this is the tower card. They can't turn that down, turn that down.
That's great.
Turn that down.
It's the lowest value I have.
So there is something inherently wrong with the body structure, um, limbs, joints, something of that. The foundation of him is off, and things are off. Um, Systemic, and there's a systemic problem, a problem that goes through a whole bunch of different systems, and is um, making the outside not functioning well. Okay, so we're talking like movements, arms, legs, body, everything. This is like some total thing that eventually takes over all areas and all aspects. Okay, let's see. Big house in the tower. Big house in the tower. Big house in the tower. This is blood. Okay, because I got these waves and we got going through here. Okay. So this is the circulatory system. Circulatory system is rarely fucked up. And for some reason, the circulatory system is messing with the muscles, limbs, or something. It is making that very difficult for movement of any kind. This person does not move well. When I feel like orange mongrel, um, and again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. When we see him moving, that is when he's moving. Okay. And I feel like other times they have to get him ready to do certain movements. Okay. Donald Trump has to be got ready to do certain movements. Yes, he has to be prepared to make any type of movement. And if they don't get him correctly and right on the movement, then he ain't gonna be getting up. So the most of y'all see him moving is the movement that he's doing on TV. All right. Other than that, he's having very bad circulatory problems in all throughout his body. I know they talking about his legs and they swole, but I get all over them. Inflammation.
Circulatory system is also got to do with the legs. You have not.
Yeah. So this is like inflammation. You feel like something gets inflamed and something is red and something is big. And I'm talking about all over that body. This is more than arthritis. I'm pretty sure he got it. This is something systemic running through and very bad. Okay? Let's see. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, but you know what? Look what I got. Right when you said that, this thing came up. Blood. He could have some form of blood cancer or some type of cancer in his blood. Okay, among a lot. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a little country psychic and don't know what I'm talking about. Take it how it resonates. Leave that alone. Please stop. If I have to, I'm going to have to get off. You are going to move around, and I mean it. I said to take that out of there and stop doing it. And I mean it. Your next step is losing your phone. I hope you're happy with it. Alrighty. This he also has something. He also has something. We have ancestors. Something that runs through his blood and runs through his family. He's also afflicted with that. Okay. Let's see. This is a whole nother issue. But this issue here with the tower, that is the most life altering and life ending situation. It's something that he has with his family and his family line and family blood. Here goes the ancestors. Is something that causes other conditions. I feel like this is diabetes. But then his diabetes is more complicated than others because some people have diabetes and they don't get all those extra problems and issues. But then some people get diabetes and they have what is that called? Flesh eating disease. Sometimes people have yeast infections, males too, and all kind of different complications you can get with diabetes. And I feel like he getting every last one of the complications with the diabetes because this is something which runs in his bloodline right here. All
And
right.
diabetes get or worse.
Yes. Uh-huh. And then I'm thinking this is I'm not thinking spirit is telling me like his diabetes was um diagnosed late. Okay. And so the complications have got a little bit deeper trying to save him or save his body or one of his body parts or something like that. Yeah, but he's got a real bad problem with a major organ. Like I can't pin it down at this point, but there's a real bad problem with the organ. Yesterday I saw him on TV and he just looked at wiped out and exhausted, like somebody had sucked all the blood out of his body. But that's the first time I saw him where he looked very exhausting. He looked exhausting sometimes. But again, like I told you, they have to prepare him. So sometimes he's prepared a little bit better, whatever they, get up in them veins allegedly. He's definitely his body is fighting with itself.
You want a Flintstone?
Oh Lord, not a Flintstone.
You want to take some of my vitamin D? Mom, I didn't take my vitamin D for
Oh
you.
yeah, we'll do. He's trying. Okay, this is his strength and vitality. We got the strength and two things working together. Two baskets coming together. Definitely fighting some things. Fighting some levels. You know how the body loves homeostasis and it like it's in between. His levels are all over the fucking place.
Ooh,
Every level he got is just like off chart radar.
his is in the red.
None of us is
It's not in the green.
in perfect health, but that's not what I'm saying. We right now focusing on a political figure that's not in the best of health, and him not being in the best of health can mean a change of the guard. All right, so that's why
He's
we
not in
focus
green.
on it. Huh? No, he's not in green and nothing. I don't know. Whatever test they give him, he's not in green. He's definitely not in green with his cognitive abilities. It's fuzzy as hell. When I see him, he has clouds inside his head. A big old gray cloud. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's gray. And it's inside his head, and that's confusion. Okay. We got the five of knives. He's also not doing things great for his health. It's like if his health is all, say for instance, like you got high blood pressure, then you just go pick you up a bag of salt and vinegar chips. So he
What
definitely
the?
not. He not. You know,
That one?
he fighting up against himself, and he got the best of healthcare and the best of anything that they wanted to fix him, he could
That's
fix
the
it.
diabetes.
So if he wanted to eat healthy, all they could do is fix him healthy stuff all day long.
And it tastes good.
Yeah, they did it. It's professional. No, he won't do it. And he is fighting against his body and fucking up these two systems that go together. Because he's got two systems that cooperate between each other. And he does horrible things. And then he causes horrible things in this big house, in this tower here. Okay. Let's see. He's getting medicine because that's what I see here. Dr. Grant, he's getting some type of medicine.
Maybe it's his bone.
Yeah.
Like his cardiac system and
His back is messed up too.
so
His back
skeletal system and his cardiac system.
is garbage. And it's not even garbage because he's 80 or whatever he is,
Maybe
because
his brain is
everybody, his brain is definitely garbage. We see that every day. I told you about that cloud. So his brain is garbage, allegedly. His back is something going on within his back skeletal thing too. I see him hunched over, as you can see this man on here. He's hunched over. Okay. He's hunched over. He has bags. I'm very sure that there is something wrong with his digestive system as well. Okay. There are bags located on this man. And I think there are more than one. Like people just think he got a pee bag. I'm gonna say something else. I'm sorry. But then they got allegedly. I think he has both. I think he's got one and two bags sometimes when he's not.
too.
Yeah, he got two. One for urine, one for the other,
Oh.
the colostomy bag. All right. So he got some bags, and they trying to keep him tilted. I swear, just reading, it feels like they trying to keep him alive. Like I often felt like the queen. My daughter. He really loved the Queen of
Such a
England
nice
was.
lady.
Whatever, that's
She
neither here nor
probably made a
there.
great business.
But I felt like they was doing the Queen like that. Like I made a joke, maybe it was inappropriate, but they was like, you know, she'll die and then they'll get her back up in the morning, boom, boom, like. But that's kind of what they doing to him
Arthur
allegedly.
went hungry.
He ain't gone yet. Now I don't feel like he was gone. I always felt like that Queen would go in and go out, and they be like, "You must bring her back," but he ain't been out like that, going out the veil like that. But they've been trying to keep him hyped up, hype me up. I hype me up. Whatever they can get him to hype him up, they are doing it all random of B12 and some things, that I don't even know about because again, I don't have good health care, but he does. So he got things that he can do to kind of hype him up or keep him from death's door. Okay. Yeah. Experimental things that they haven't told us about. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I think there are a grade of medicines and a grade of treatments that we are not privy to. That's me spiritually. That's what I say. I think there are things out there that can help a lot of people, but they're only for the wealthy and they're only for the elite. Huh?
With their B12 being came out with, they need to give it to me and my sickle cell group.
They ain't finna get out that to you and your sickle cell group. Y'all too poor. Yeah, y'all too poor. Sorry about that. They heavily monitor him. We have a 7 of coins. He is heavily monitored. I would say that he has monitors on him, like heart monitors, kidney level monitors, whatever you can monitor, sugar monitors. Yeah, he's that trench coat that she said he be wearing all down to the ground. It's probably got electronics in it. He just wrap it up. That because that coat is not for his size and never was. So I don't know. So maybe he's in that trench coat with hella monitors on. That's what we're gonna say. But I know he's being heavily monitored as he is walking around. They definitely monitoring his heart rate because they think that the 10 of knives is liable to happen. He got so much of shit going on, so they like wham, wham, wham. And they trying to prevent the wham from happening on TV in public. Okay. So if the wham happened to him, they want it to happen somewhere off camera. So they like, we gonna monitor this man, monitor the hell out of him. Because we don't know what's up with him. Okay. They're trying to see if they can get him to just because they got a time frame that they're trying to keep him alive the most. So they're just trying to get him through. They know good and so well they ain't gonna get him through the whole administration. That's garbage on the heap. So daughter of knives. He has lots and lots of doctors to try to make him look normal, make him look strong. He has lots and lots of medications that he take. This is a regimen. He's on some type of regimen here, and he's taking about 10 to 15 to 20 pills a day, and this is in the morning. Okay, according to spirit, and this is allegedly. All right, drugs. That's how they're gonna get him through. Okay, that's that's the devil card. The devil card is drugs, whether it is legal or illegal drugs. Either way, they are trying to keep it moving and keep it motioning with these daily regimen of pills. He's also putting on makeup or something because he looks hold on. Wipe my mouth. I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna blame it on the Virgo because we just kind of say what it is, when it is what we want to say. But being that I'm on YouTube, I'll be nice and sort of respectful. Anyway, his skin is very bad. Okay, as you notice, I'm not a model. I'm not flawless skinned and blah blah blah. But he puts on a lot of crap to look normal. Like how you might look if you get out the bed, you ain't all that cute, but you all right though. Somebody like you. If he get out the bed, then ain't nobody gonna like him allegedly. So they're gonna have to put a lot of crap on him, a lot of hair.
You think Melania like him?
No,
wow.
That woman don't like him.
Oh wow.
That woman don't like nothing about him, but that money he gonna leave. But anyway, nonetheless. You just got to do so much to get this man ready. You got to get his body ready And then you got to get the outside of him ready. He has to have extra stuff. I don't even know what that means, okay? On some part of his body, I don't know which one, he has to have an extension of something. Something has to be made additional. You know, like if you got a small flat booty and you go and get a BBL, like it's something on his body that needs an addition to it to look pleasant because he might be losing weight, but losing weight in an ill way, not losing weight as in, exercise and I did, the good things. Okay. All right. Son of Sticks, communication, nine of coins. No, I haven't used them yet. He also is taking like hires again, Cobra. Okay, this could be some kind of Alzheimer's medicine. I'll just put it like this because when I see Son of Sticks, it's like communication, but the very beginning stages of communication. I think he's at the very beginning of Alzheimer's or something, just like it's something coming along. They tried to get something to jumpstart his brain, and he was never fairly intelligent anyway, allegedly, according to me. But he's more stupider as the days go on. All right. Let's see.
Bobby is probably better than him.
Let's see. Nine of coins. Shush, 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 shush. Nine of coins. They try to get him more into, since he liked finances and stuff like that, they try to get him more involved with notes or things that have something to do with money. I think that is a way that I think with his Alzheimer's, I think he can go back. They go back to the past. So I think he was a businessman. So they try to focus him more on business oriented things or something that has something to do with money to kind of jumpstart his mind. And they put all the Alzheimer medicine in there. This regimen of these 20 pills that might include one of those. And a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, I'll say about maybe 6 months ago or something, I saw him wandering around the White House, and he was in his birthday suit and wandering around and asking about somebody. I don't know, probably somebody dead. I don't know. Allegedly. So that's what my spirit was saying. Like he would wander around the White House, and then after I had that vision, then they started showing him wandering around the grounds and wandering around on the roof. So at night, it's totally disturbing what he does. You, if you could see this man in the spirit world allegedly that I see him in, you would be very concerned that this man has a football. You would be very concerned that he would be over the most powerful nation in the world. You would be afraid, okay? But we'll try not to look like that at it, and hopefully whatever was protecting us, keep protecting us from this giant moron. They try to restrict him. This is the Freeman. He wants to do a whole lot of stuff, like that weird walking out in the White House and staring at lawns and all up on top of the White House and all that weird stuff. They try to restrict him from some of the more nutty things that he want to do, because there are a lot of nutty things he want to do, and he want to walk out and say that and walking. And they having a real hard time controlling this moron. Is allegedly what I'm saying, and he has to have somebody around him at all times. He's also having some type of emotional outburst here. Okay, so he may go off or something. So you know how folks have sundowners or just losing their mind, and they allegedly and they just pop off. Yeah, he's doing some of that. Okay, even with the regiment, we got the 1520 regiment. He's still doing this. All right, that's name. Oh, you have to wait. He says a lot of things, weird shit. Okay, weird shit. He might pop off and say, and then people got to run around and ignore this. They weird shit. Things that don't connect and that never will connect. All right, let's see. Two of knives. This is our last one. Two of knives. Making choices. Okay, making choices. Let's see. making decisions, because you know Geminis are all not that great at making decisions anyhow. But then you put one dementia, and it's very hard for them to make a decision about things. He'll say one thing one moment, then look at him, the father of knives, which is the Gemini card, and it's on top of the two of knives. Making up one mind about what one wants to do, having so many several different okay, having so many several different ideas of what one wants to do. Being, what are you doing? Okay, panicking. He's a panicking. He's having a panicking. He's having anxiety of the mind and the brain, not knowing which way to do a thing. And I'm not talking even about important decisions like what you're gonna wear tomorrow, what you're gonna eat, and it's getting him mental, thinking about these activities. Just the everyday activities is weighing on his mind. Everyday choices that we think about. He's also thinking a lot about his mother. Okay, I feel like I'm picking up on that about him. He's thinking a lot about his mother now. And when he made that heaven comment and all that, he can go to heaven if he do such and such and such. Um, I think he is in a stage in his life where he is thinking about, passing on and going to other. He was always in a stage where he was just having fun and he was Donald Trump and he was the God, But then there is another God that controls the due date on your head, and now he understands the due date, and he felt like he was very difficult to his mother, and he was a difficult child. So he's reminiscing and going back on that, and this comes up with making decisions. Okay, so he could be in a stage in his life where, okay, that he feels regretful. Okay. And he feels regretful because for some reason, somehow he knows that this is the end of the line. Even though you're 8 years old, it could be the end of the line. All right. That has been my read. And thank you very much.